Good manners you must teach your child so others enjoy being around them. Have you ever met a child that everyone seems to enjoy being around? They're kind and they're respectful. People naturally smile when they walk into the room. Now here's something that might surprise you. It isn't because they're perfect, it's because they've learned a few simple manners that make other people feel valued. Today I'm sharing the good manners every child should learn, not so they'll simply appear well-behaved, but because these habits help them build friendships, earn trust, and become the kind of person others genuinely enjoy spending time with. Hi everyone and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm so happy you've joined us. There are days when our children remember every please and thank you, and other days, they're hanging upside down on the couch while shouting across the room. Sound familiar? The good news is that manners aren't something children magically develop as they grow older. They're learned, practiced, and most importantly, they're modeled by us. Our children are always watching even when we don't realize it. When they hear us thanking the grocery clerk, holding the door open, apologizing after making a mistake, they're learning what kindness looks like. Today's video isn't about creating little robots who always know exactly what to say. It's about helping our children build habits that make other people feel respected, appreciated, and comfortable around them, because at the heart of good manners is something much bigger: empathy. Why manners still matter. Some people say manners don't matter as much anymore. I couldn't disagree more. In fact, I think they matter now more than ever. We live in a world filled with distractions such as phones, tablets, busy schedules, and quick conversations. Therefore, real human connection is becoming harder to find. That's why a child who looks someone in the eye, says hello, listens respectfully, and shows kindness really stands out. These simple habits help children succeed in ways that grades alone never can. Teachers notice, coaches notice, future employers notice, friends notice, and perhaps most importantly, people remember how your child made them feel. Manner number 1. Say please and thank you. Let's start with the most familiar one. Please and thank you. They're only a few words, but they carry enormous meaning. When children say please, they're showing respect. When they say thank you, they're showing gratitude. Both tell another person, I appreciate you. Rather than forcing these words every single time, help your child understand why they matter. Instead of saying, what do you say? Try explaining. When someone helps us, saying thank you lets them know we noticed their kindness. Children learn much faster when they understand the reason behind the rule. Manner number 2. Look at people when speaking. Eye contact can feel uncomfortable for some children, especially for shy kids, and that's okay. We're not asking them to stare. We're simply teaching them to acknowledge the person they're talking to. With a smile, a quick glance, or just facing the person. These small actions communicate confidence and respect. If your child struggles with eye contact, practice during everyday conversations at home. Just keep it relaxed and fun. Confidence grows with practice. Manner number 3. Don't interrupt. This one takes patience, lots of patience. Children naturally get excited. They have important things to tell us. Usually right now, but learning to wait their turn teaches one of life's most valuable skills, and that is self-control. One strategy I really like is teaching children the hand on my arm signal. If they need you while you're talking, they quietly place their hand on your arm without interrupting. You gently place your hand over theirs to let them know, I know you're waiting. It's simple, respectful, and it works surprisingly well for many families. Manner number 4. Use kind words. Kind words aren't just about avoiding rude language. They're about choosing words that build people up instead of tearing them down. Teach your child phrases like, may I? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Can I help? That was kind of you. These words become part of who they are. Over time, respect becomes a habit, not something they only do when adults are watching. Manner number 5. Greet people. This one may seem small, but it leaves a lasting impression. Teaching children to greet people helps them develop confidence and social skills. Whether it's saying, good morning, hi, it's nice to see you, or waving with a smile. A simple greeting tells someone, I see you, or I'm happy you're here. Imagine how wonderful it feels for a grandparent when their grandchild runs over to say hello. Or how welcomed a new student feels when another child introduces themselves. Those moments matter more than we sometimes realize. Manner number 6. Say, excuse me. Excuse me is one of those little phrases that carries a lot of kindness. Whether your child needs to walk past someone, interrupt politely, or accidentally bumps into another person, these two simple words show respect. I remember reminding my own children about this over and over. Eventually it became automatic, and then every time I heard them say it without being reminded, I smiled. Those little victories matter, so celebrate them. They're signs your teaching is working. Manner number 7. Table manners. Family meals are a great place for teaching your children, not because everything goes perfectly, because sometimes dinner feels more like organized chaos. Here you can teach your child simple habits like chewing with their mouth closed, waiting until they've swallowed before speaking, asking politely instead of reaching across the table, saying "may I," using a napkin. These aren't about fancy etiquette, they're about showing consideration for everyone sharing the meal. And here's another benefit. Regular family dinners create wonderful opportunities for conversation. Children learn how to listen, take turns speaking, share stories, and become comfortable interacting with others. Those are life skills they'll carry with them forever. Manner number 8. Respect other people's belongings. This is one that often gets overlooked. Teach your child that just because something is nearby doesn't mean it belongs to them. Encourage them to ask before borrowing, and if someone says no, teach them to accept that answer graciously. When they do borrow something, help them return it in good condition. These habits build trust, and trust is one of the strongest foundations of friendship. Manner number 9. Clean up after yourself. A wonderful gift we can give our children is the gift of responsibility. Cleaning up after yourself tells others, I respect this space. Whether it's putting toys away, throwing away garbage, returning books to the shelf, or making their bed, children begin learning that they're part of a family team. Instead of asking, who made this mess? Try saying, what needs to happen next? That simple question encourages children to think independently. Eventually, cleaning up becomes something they simply do, not because someone tells them to, but because it's who they are. Manner number 10. Be a good guest. Being invited into someone else's home is a privilege. It's a wonderful opportunity to teach respect. Before you arrive somewhere, talk with your child. Remind them to say hello, use indoor voices, respect house rules, avoid touching things without asking, and always thank the host before leaving. These simple habits leave lasting impressions. People may forget what children wore or what games they played, but they'll remember how they behaved. Manner number 11. Learn to share. Sharing can be hard, especially for younger children, and that's perfectly normal. Sharing isn't just about giving someone your toy, it's about learning generosity, patience, and kindness. It's okay if your child struggles, most children do. Rather than forcing sharing immediately, practice taking turns, use timers, praise generous moments, and over time, sharing becomes much easier because children begin to understand how good it feels to make someone else happy. Manner number 12. Hold the door for others. Holding the door is such a simple act, and it quietly says, I noticed you. Acts of courtesy like this help children become aware of the people around them. They're learning to look beyond themselves. These small moments of kindness often inspire kindness in return, and isn't that exactly the kind of world we want our children to help create? Manner number 13. Listen when someone is talking. Listening has become a little harder these days. Screens compete for our attention everywhere we go, but one of the greatest gifts we can teach our children is how to truly listen. Not just hear words, but really pay attention, make eye contact, wait until someone finishes, and ask thoughtful questions. These habits make people feel valued. Children who listen well often become trusted friends because others know they'll be heard. Manner number 14. Respect personal space. This lesson has become more important than ever. Teach your child that everyone has different comfort levels. Some people love hugs, whereas others prefer a wave. Encourage your child to ask first. Respect, know, and understand that kindness includes respecting other people's boundaries. When children learn this early, they're building healthy relationships that will last a lifetime. Manner number 15. Say you're sorry. Mean it. Every child makes mistakes, every adult does too. A genuine apology has 3 parts. I'm sorry. I understand what I did. How can I help make it better? Children who learn this don't become afraid of making mistakes. Instead, they become people who know how to repair relationships, and that's an incredible life skill. The biggest mistake parents make. One of the biggest mistakes many of us make, and I've certainly been guilty of it, is expecting children to remember every rule without them first seeing it in action. We remind, correct, repeat, and sometimes it feels like nothing is sticking. But think about it, children are always watching us. So when they actually see us performing these tasks, like hearing us thanking the cashier, watching us hold the door for a stranger, or hearing us apologize when we're wrong, these everyday moments often teach more than any lecture ever could. Our children are learning from what we do, not just from what we say. Why modeling matters. Have you ever noticed your child repeating something you said or did, even when you didn't realize they were listening or watching? Maybe they tucked a doll into bed the way you tuck them in, or maybe they pretended to cook dinner just like you. Children learn by imitation. That means every act of kindness you show becomes a lesson. Every smile, every apology, every please, every thank you. You're planting seeds. Some grow quickly, others take time, but they are growing. Praise the behavior you want to see. Here's another simple tip that works wonders. Catch your child being polite. Instead of only correcting mistakes, notice the good moments too. I saw how you waited your turn. That was very thoughtful. You remembered to thank grandma. Or you made your friend feel included. Those comments do more than boost confidence. They help children recognize exactly which behaviors you value. Children naturally repeat the behaviors that receive positive attention. Don't expect perfection. Think about it, even the kindest adults forget their manners sometimes. We interrupt, we get distracted, or we become impatient. Children are no different. There will be days when your child forgets every single thing you've taught them. That doesn't mean you've failed. Progress isn't a straight line. Some days are wonderful. Other days, not so much. The goal here is steady growth over time. Make manners a family habit. One of the easiest ways to teach manners is by making them part of your daily routine. You don't need long lectures, instead, practice naturally. At breakfast, take turns talking. At the grocery store, thank the cashier. When visiting family, practice greetings. After dinner, everyone helps clean up. Small moments repeated consistently become lifelong habits, and that's where the real magic happens. Manners build more than good behavior. Here's something I hope every parent remembers. Good manners aren't really about manners. They're about relationships, they're about empathy, and they're about learning to think about someone else's feelings. Children who practice kindness often find it easier to make friends. Teachers enjoy having them in class. Coaches appreciate their attitude. Future employers notice their respect and professionalism. These simple habits quietly open doors throughout life, not because they're pretending to be polite, but because kindness has become part of who they are. The lesson your child will never forget. Years from now, your child probably won't remember every reminder you gave. They won't remember every conversation about table manners or every gentle correction, but they'll remember growing up in a home where people treated each other with respect, where kindness mattered, where apologies were sincere, and where gratitude was shown freely. Those memories become part of who they are. And one day, without even realizing it, they'll pass those same values on to their own children. That's how kindness changes generations. I'd love to hear from you. Which manner do you think is the most important for children to learn? Or is there one you wish someone had taught you when you were growing up? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your ideas might encourage another parent who really needs to hear them. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future parenting tips designed to help you raise kind, confident, respectful children. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Remember, we're raising future adults. And every small act of kindness we teach today helps shape the world they'll help create tomorrow. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep enjoying the incredible journey of raising your amazing kids.